Tiger is a super group of sorts because you have a lot of different people from a lot of different bands. You have Elliot Coleman, who used to be in Sky Eats Plane, and he used to be the singer in Tesseract. You have Alex Rudiger, who he's everywhere. He's in Conquering Dysphoria. He was in The Faceless. He is pretty much one of the best drummers in the scene right now. Then you have Dez and Joaquin from the Safety Fire, which I'm really glad they're in this band because the Safety Fire is one of my favorite bands ever. And when they broke up, I was really sad about that, but I'm super happy they're making music with Elliot again. And then you also have Morgan Sinclair, who used to tour Architects. He plays the bass. So you have a very cool cast of characters going on here, and it shows all throughout the album. So the very first track on it is "Where Are the Birds." It has this sudden, really cool groove with a delay going on the guitar, and it's a very good opening track because it kind of sets the tone for their entire album. They do have screaming on this album, but it doesn't show up on this track. And this track, it's I don't call it an overture, but it paces the album, so you kind of know what you're gonna get with each track. Now the next one is Snake Oil. This track is really cool. It's one of the more aggressive songs on the album. It does have some screaming vocals in it, and for the video, it's really cool. It was one of the first singles they released, and it's all video games, so it puts them in 8-bit form, and they're running over and doing stuff, and they go from video games to real life. It's really cool. It kind of sounds like a Safety Fire song, which I don't mind because I love the Safety Fire. It's a really cool track. It's one of the more uppy, semi-aggressive tracks on the album. Then after Snake Oil, you have Enjoy the Rain, which is one of the harder songs on the album. It goes between screaming and cleans back and forth, and it has a really cool halftime feel. And it's a very good third song on the track because it's keeping that power that they've established going. Then after that, the next track is I Paint What I See, which it has an Zeliak feel to it, which Zeliak is a band that Zach Ordway and Elliot were in back in the day, which they only put out one EP, but that EP is so good. I still listen to it to this day. It has that Zeliak feel to it, and it has some cleans. It doesn't scream in it. It has some cleans. Now, Aspirations it's another one of those songs that has a Zeliak feel to it. The Zeliak feel shines through in the chorus because it's just the guitar and Elliot singing, and this song has a very different feel than all of the other songs on the album. It's what you want because it's right in the middle of the album, so it creates that good change of pace because the top of the album was a little bit more aggressive, so this kind of changes things up a little bit. Then you have Latchkey Kids, which is the 6th track on the album, and it starts off just like a Safety Fire song would have. It has some harmonics on the guitar. It's one of the once again we're hitting those laid back songs because this song is a lot more laid back. It's a lot less aggressive. It's a very soothing type song. It's really cool. Then after that you have All Our Own Teeth, which of course Dez and Joaquin are in here, so it sounds like a Safety Fire song. So it starts off very laid back, but it kicks in and it's very strong. Alex is the star of this song. He's the star of the whole album. He's good over the whole album, but he's really good on this song in particular because he creates this really cool groove he has going on. While it sounds simple, it's actually it's pretty hard, but it sounds really cool. The rhythm that he creates is very cool going on in the background. Now the next track is Understanding Silence, which it's kind of appropriately named because it's just Elliot bass and guitar, and it showcases his vocals a little bit, which it's really cool. It's really the music in the background is really big and spacey, and Elliot's singing and expanding his full range with this song. This song is the song that you turn on people who haven't really, they're not really into metal or prog metal all that much. You show them this song, and it'll hook them and get them in. So that way, when they listen to the other songs, they'll be okay with it. I'm definitely gonna turn my girlfriend onto that song because it's really cool. The last song on the album, 67 Pontiac Firebird, it's a perfect way to close out the album. It has that safety fire heavy feel with the pick scrapes that they normally like to do, sort of like Gojira, which sounds really cool. It has it's one of the more groovy songs on the album, and it has some screaming vocals in it. And it's one of the more groovy songs in the album. It has this cool groove going on. It's a good change of pace from all the kind of softer songs that we've been seeing. This is a very solid debut album from these guys. I didn't really know what to expect from them. They did do an Indiegogo to fund this album. I definitely contributed. I got some cool swag on the way. I love it. The album is really awesome. Feel like I say this with everything I review. It's gonna be in my top 10 because it has that safety fire feel, but the other guys from the band bring their elements in, and it sounds really good. I'm really glad Elliot is back in music. When he left Tesseract, it sucked because the fans bullied him out, which was dumb. I loved him in Tesseract. I'm so glad he's back here. What do you guys think? Do you love this album? Do you hate it? Do you love to hate it? Do you hate to love it? Let me know in the comments down below. As for me, I'm out. Peace.